Hey, this is Big Gene from Raw Deal, The Last Big Night. Oh, I'm here to dispel some of those comments and those thoughts and what people were thinking and saying about the A&E who killed Tupac. First and foremost, I want to tell the people that if you have been following me, I want you to go back and look at some of the things that were said, and I want you to understand that I have not changed my mind on my opinion. What happened was these people have taken $5 million A&E and they try to give you a program stating who killed Tupac when in fact they don't know who killed Tupac. And I'm here to tell you, the person they're gonna say who killed Tupac, if they do say it at the end, wasn't the guy at the MGM who got beat up. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. For those who think the guy who they beat up at the MGM is the one who killed him, you understand? They're grave mistaken if they tell you that. They don't even know who killed Tupac. But that information will be coming soon. Anyway, about my statements, what they made, and the producers of the show, you know, because I called Ben Crump, I text the dude Frank who was trying to ask me did I see the program and everything. I text all them back and I called them because I was like, yo, how you gonna change and put in place what you wanted to be? You know, what I said, cut things off. One thing went with another thing, and then they're going to cut and chop it up and make it to be what they want it to be. So what I'm going to do here, we're going to go through this whole shit so you'll know that I already said that and where they chopped it up and put it in their place. You know what I'm saying? The producers of this is going to get the edit. They're going to play their part. And they're going to play my part on my stuff prior to this. Because some people think, oh, yo, I sound different, I changed different. No, I ain't changed not a motherfucking thing I've said. And I'm heated behind this bullshit. You understand? I called Ben Crump myself. And I said, yo, Ben, you know, y'all got me looking crazy out there, man. You know what I'm saying? When I said Puff had 127 employees, yo, that was after the Soul Train incident. And I said to you, and I said to him, I said, yo, Puff told me, yo, I got 127 employees. If I was in some gunplay, you understand, those white folks wouldn't spend money with me. You understand? But I'm tired of living my life like this. And something gotta change. I don't give a fuck if Pop gotta die. I don't give a fuck if Big gotta die. I'm tired of living my life like this. And walked up the steps. They didn't put that shit in there, but they cut it and put it like they wanted to put it. I told this nigga Puff I got these dudes, and he took off running. And Puff was way upstairs, and I didn't even think he heard me. Puff said, yo, Gene, who you talking to? I said, Chaz, why? He said, why you telling him I ran? I ain't run. You should have just told him I took a left. I said, you took a left? He said, I started laughing. Chaz said, what'd he say? I said, yo, Chaz, he said, I should have told you just took a left. And then Chaz started laughing and everything like that. So then that's when Puff came down the stairs. And Puff's like, yo, Gene, I got like 127 employees. All these people depend on me for their livelihood. He said, if those white folks even think or knew that I had anything to do with any kind of gunplay, they're not going to fuck with me. They're not going to spend no money with me. I'm about making money, taking care of people, and having people take care of their families. And I said, you right. I got you on that. You understand? He said, but I'm tired of living like this. And as he was going up the steps, he said, but I'm tired of living my life like this. I'm tired of living like my life like this. And he said this shit verbatim. He said, I don't give a fuck if Pac gotta die. I don't give a fuck if Big gotta die. He said, I don't give a fuck if Suge Knight gotta go to jail. I'm tired of living like my life like this, and something got to change. Now, at the time, I didn't know that was some kind of self-fulfilling prophecy this dude was making. But what he said that particular day, all that shit came true and to life. And the shit is eerie and scary to me right now. The shit with the Pac, you understand? And the Suge Knight incident when we ran up on them in California by mistake. We driving by the House of Blues, and I was telling Pac was in a white Rolls Royce drop top. Suge was in a red one. I told y'all before how Pac looked at him, and look at Puff didn't say a motherfucking thing. Stayed on the phone. We went up there and he talked to Suge. Now, prior to this whole shit, and this is why I said I don't think. You understand? And I told us I don't think Puff had anything to do with that shit with Keefy D. I don't really know because I can't say what this man had a conversation with him. But I don't think so because Riz, who was right there and had them things in his hands, he the one who saw Pac and Suge down there chilling. He didn't have to tell us to go back around. He could have jumped out the car and went and did whatever he did. But he told us to drive around so Puff could talk to them. And I said that before.
Your people came to me with the fucking book deals and shit like that. I was trying to get at you. If I was trying to get at you, bruh, when those folks came with me, to me, nigga, you wouldn't been sipping on those Ciroc. You would have been 3 hots in a cot. Check out the picture. It seemed like everybody go to jail or end up dead but you. You forgot. I was there at City College, bro. I was the one at City College that opened the doors to help save those kids when you ran the other way. Are you serious? I'm gonna give you this one, man. And the only reason I'm giving you this, because people got you pegged for some wrong shit. They try to put the murder rap on you. But me and you both know that ain't your makeup. And I'll give you that one. Because it was this one incident and only 7 people know about this shit. And 2 of them are dead. God bless Riz, God bless Tupac. It was me, you, Kenny, Riz, and the reporter from Billboard magazine, or he was from Rolling Stones. All I remember is the article when you had the white suit on and you was in the flotation device inside the pool. You understand? And they had another picture that you was behind a billboard of the Marlboro man that had the billboard behind you. Now, we driving around Cali. He doing an interview with you and everything like that in the car. So next thing you know, we drive behind the House of Blues. Guess who we see? We see Pac and we see Suge. Pac is in the white drop-top Bentley. Suge is in the red drop-top Bentley. We drove by them and Riz was like, oh shit, there go them niggas right there. And then you said, who? That was Pac and that was motherfucking Suge. You said, Kenny, drive back around. Next thing you know, Kenny get ready to drive back around the corner. Riz got 40 cents in his hand. I'm looking at the reporter. Reporter look like he about to shit on himself. So I know if you had a problem with them, it would have never been no Keefy D or nobody. You wouldn't have went out your cipher like that. Because you had Wolf and you had Riz. And they was your mathematician. They solved your problems. And Riz was ready to do whatever, whenever. So now, he tells you, you better talk to them niggas right now. So we rose back around, we roll up to Pac. You say, what up, Pac? Pac turned his head, looked at you, and acted like you wasn't even existing, and turned back around, looked like you was a piece of shit. Riz was like, yo, fuck that nigga. Talk to Suge. He the boss. You say to Suge, yo, Suge, what's up? Suge say, what's up to you? You say, Suge, we got any problems? Everything good with us, man? Everything straight? Suge said, everything's straight. He said, we ain't got no problem out here? He said, I don't know no problems you got out here. You ain't got no problems with me. You say, all right, then later on, just say later on, and that was it. Now, as we driving away, you turn around to the reporter, and it's the only time I ever heard you threaten a motherfucker. You told that nigga right there, the reporter, I bet not ever see, you can't write about this shit. You can't say nothing about that. You better not ever say nothing about that. So you felt real comfortable right then and there. But you didn't feel comfortable enough to go to the meeting that could have saved both of those kids.
You can go on mrecktv, look at that shit. You can go on Wisdom Clear and look at it. I've already said that. They changed it and put it what they wanted to do. All I know is, and like I said it before, if Wolf didn't know it, Riz didn't know it, Paul didn't know it, and I didn't know it, why would he go out of his camp and tell somebody? He could have. I don't know. I don't think he was, like I said before, he was a businessman. He wasn't just trying to do business to save, when he could have went to the meeting, like I said before, and saved Big. That whole shit could have been squashed between him and Pop. He didn't do good business. He didn't even get involved in that. But he gonna get involved in getting somebody $1 million? Come on, man. We ain't know nothing about it. So my whole thing about it is I want the people to understand and people to know that A&E took my words out of statements I gave y'all in full and chopped it and put it where they wanted to put it at. And that was some bullshit. I text the guy. He never even called me back. He texted me, yo, you seen yourself? Did you see this? You see that? I said, I saw 1 and 2. He said, well, you coming up next? And then after I told him how that was bullshit, I ain't hear back from him. So this is crazy right now. I want the people to understand that what I went there for, it was supposed to be to show how Tupac, and his relationship from the artists from the East Coast and West Coast and the problem that it was causing. For instance, Jay-Z was supposed to be doing a show out there. Pac wouldn't let him do his show. He had him shook. So Dame had to call his dudes that he knew, that had power and had some influence with Suge them, and have Pac lay off Jay when he was out there to do a show. So I was telling them stories like that. I was telling stories about me and Puff and them seeing them at the Roxy. You understand? I was telling them stories about, like I said, the House and Blues. And how Pac had niggas shook. When I speak to Ben Crump, he tells me, Pac family didn't want that kind of stuff out like that about him, and that I didn't want the producers to make you look like you and Puff had it was a rift between you and Puff. I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? He ain't never seen none of my YouTube shit. I don't give a fuck what Puff think. This shit is crazy right now, man. They took that $5 million that they did this little show with, and you still not gonna know who killed Tupac. Listen, I want to give a shout out to m.reck, Wisdom Clear, Handle, Sophisticated Minds, everybody who's playing a part in this. All of the people who wanted to know the truth, all the people who's going after, these cats and letting them know that, this shit is real. I was disturbed behind a lot of this shit, man, because you get like my young fellas be saying, yo, Gene, fuck them, they internet trolls, man. You can't pay that shit no attention. I said, well, how a motherfucker gonna think that the killer called me that night when I'm telling a motherfucker on television I got a phone call? I got a phone call from my man. You understand? Kirk Burroughs, who was in the A&E documentary also. He knows this to be truth. I told him on Thursday before Big got killed that I got a phone call from a dude from a federal penitentiary. My man. Mecca Audio, people know what I'm talking about, who was in the 90s and out there in the 90s partying and shit like that. When I say Mecca Audio 2000, Club 2000, they know who I'm talking about. I got a phone call from him via Dawn Farrell from him. He was right on the phone with her. He told me to vest up. I said that in my documentary. I had already got a call from Unique telling me to vest up. You understand? Which I called Kirk Burroughs and I told him about that. So now I'm feeling a certain way, because I just had this the fuck is we going to this vibe party? And it's the last night we're supposed to be in California. I got another phone call that day from a dude who hung out with Jodeci. Now, Jodeci used to be with, Death Row hard. So my dude who was rolling with them gave me a phone call. 2. And I got another phone call from a gangster dude from New York, who I won't mention. Yeah, it's going to be some street dudes or whatever. So I don't know what people looking at. I don't know what people perceive. But I'm coming to you wholeheartedly. And everybody know what I put up and what I've lost in order to let you know the truth. Thank you, and once again, peace.